Hello?
You think Patrick Bateman is a monster because he kills people in cold blood. You watch him swing an axe and think, I could never be that. But you're wrong. Bateman isn't a character. He is a prophecy of who you've already become. The most terrifying thing about American Psycho isn't the blood. It's the fact that Bateman only feels real when he's hurting someone. The rest of the time, he is doing exactly what you are doing right now, performing. You curate your life, you filter your face, and you script your conversations just to fit into a world that doesn't actually care if you exist. I'm going to show you why Bateman's madness is actually the ultimate form of social survival, and why your desperate need to be normal is slowly erasing every ounce of human empathy you have left. At the heart of Bateman's chaos is the theory of social performance and the erosion of empathy. In psychology, a mask is a tool we use to navigate society. But for Bateman, the mask has become his entire face. He doesn't have a soul, he has an aesthetic. This is the psychological result of a world where status is the only currency. When you prioritize how you are perceived over who you actually are, your empathy doesn't just fade, it atrophies. Bateman's internal pressure comes from the fact that he is a hollow shell trying to mimic human warmth. He studies the way people talk, the way they laugh, and the way they order a drink, not because he cares, but because he's terrified of being found out. He is the extreme byproduct of a society that rewards the performance of virtue over its existence. Look at Bateman's behavioral code. His morning routine isn't about health, it's about maintenance of the product. His obsession with business cards isn't about business, it's about a competitive hierarchy that replaces genuine human connection. His operating system is comparison. He doesn't listen to people, he waits for his turn to speak, or he analyzes their suit. This is a recurring pattern of depersonalization. To Bateman, other people are just objects to be used, compared against, or discarded. Even his monologues about Whitney Houston or Philip Collins are just scripts he's memorized to appear cultured. His every move is a calculated attempt to fill the void where his personality should be. He is a man who has perfected the human operating system while completely deleting the human hardware. He doesn't live, he simulates life. Now, look at your own phone. Look at your Instagram feed, your LinkedIn profile, your professional voice. How much of what you've done today was because you actually wanted to do it, and how much was a performance for an invisible audience? You are killing your authentic self every single day just to maintain a brand of normalcy. You agree with opinions you don't hold because you're afraid of being the other. You offer condolences you don't feel because it's the correct social script. This is the mirror effect. You hate Bateman because he is the honest version of your own dishonesty. You aren't a good person. You are just a well-behaved performer. You've traded your capacity for deep, raw emotion for a seat at a table with people who wouldn't notice if you disappeared tomorrow. At the start, I told you that Bateman's madness is actually a form of survival. Here's the secret I promised. Bateman is the only one in the film who realizes he's in a prison. His final confession isn't a plea for help, it's a realization that even his most horrific acts can't make him feel real, because the world he lives in, and the world you live in, is designed to ignore the soul in favor of the surface. You can keep buying the right clothes, saying the right words, and wearing the right mask, but eventually, you'll look in the mirror and realize there's no one left behind your eyes. This confession has meant nothing, not because Bateman is a killer, but because you are already a ghost. The axe is optional. The emptiness is mandatory. Enjoy your dinner, if you can still taste it.